I think the thing that's running you is like more enlightened and in charge than you are. And I think that we think that we run it, but it feels like the thing that's running it is like way ahead of our perception of it. I think we're everything. Like we're God. And it's running it through everyone. And then there's like the final layer of your conscious self, which is like I think it has to pretend like it's not connected to everything for some reason to validate its own existence. Like its existence is the limiting of the consciousness kind of. It is segregating like the all from you. There's a segregation that exists. And as long as it exists, it has to validate its existence, so it has to pretend like you're separate from the rest. Like that thing actually exists, so as long as it exists, like I don't know if it ever doesn't not exist. I thought of that back in the jungle rave. In 2013, I kind of like massively approached the realization of this idea. And one of my questions like to other people was like, are we going to become one perspective? Because I realized like the the limiter that dictates your human kind of like it can't be real if your goal as that human is to connect everyone. How could your perspective like matter if the final perspective is like a oneness? So I thought, will we become one perspective? Like everyone's actual state of existence becomes like a one new unified thing. Somehow like it was always you and it's always gonna be you. Like that's wild, but it's true. Like everyone and everything is God. Like it's the same one person. It's wild, man. Could be great, could be bad, and I think for sure every other species that realized this, for sure there's been other species that realized this before the humans on Earth in 2018 or whatever year it's gonna happen for us, because it's happening. For sure those ones failed and black holed because I don't think we'd be here if they succeeded in realizing that they're God. If any life realized that it's everything, it would be everything. So us that we're in this universe and that we're not everything together yet, like with it, it means that it has not realized itself. The universe itself, the fucking thing that life is growing inside, hasn't like understood that it's fucking, there's nothing else but it. Life like is the universe living. I don't know. Like we're in this fucking one thing, so yeah. I don't think any life on any universe, not life on Earth, but life in universe, never fucking understood itself. So I think that we could. For sure we could. Or we won't, and we'll be like all the ones that failed. I think the fail relates to like gravity and the realization that there is gravity and the realization that there is your unique individual person. That realization like is your drive until the end where you're like it was for the thing that has the gravity in it. It wasn't for the gravity, it was for the fucking thing that you're in with the gravity. You have to like flip that or let go or whatever. Instead of jamming the power, you have to like let the reason for the power existing has to matter more than the power. And I think every fucking species that ever approached that realization failed. Every consciousness in the universe that ever approached that realization didn't ascend. or we'd be ascended. So I have no idea if we're gonna ascend, and I know it's up to everyone. It's up to God. But fuck, man, we're God. We're God, man. That's something that we have to fucking start coming to terms with collectively as a species.